Some of the times you know when you've dealt with a hurricane properly, and that's the most important thing. And I always remember a story when we went out to Cooperstown after Hurricane Jean. And with Hurricane Jean, it was a bad hurricane that had done a loop in the middle, just off the coast. And we'd been sent there and told that Cooperstown was very badly hit. And when we got there, they were in a terrible state. They'd lost people without food. Many people had lost their homes. And the area of Cooperstown was particularly badly hit. By the time we actually arrived, we'd carried out food operations. A lot of people weren't very trusting. They weren't sure how to deal with us, and they weren't sure what we were going to be, whether we were going to be coming back each day. We kept coming back, and we met this wonderful little boy who had a mental impairment, a mental disability, and he made friends with us. He used to help us land the helicopters. He used to marshal in the helicopters. He always was the first at the line, trying to help us to unload them, and he got involved every single day in everything that we did. And we wanted to repay him because he didn't seem to have many friends, and he was always playing on his own. But on the last day of the hurricane, one of the disaster response effort, the most wonderful thing happened. We decided to send out an appeal in the Bahamas for toys, for clothing, for anything that children can play with. And we were inundated with things to actually give out to the children in Cooperstown. But one thing came in, and it was a bicycle. And we thought to ourselves, wouldn't it be wonderful to actually give this one child who had helped us so magnificently, and his parents didn't have any money, you could tell he was from a very poor family, and we decided we were going to give him the bicycle. So as the helicopter landed, he was always the first there, waiting for the helicopters to land, and as the helicopter landed, all the children stood in a line, and he stood to one side. He wasn't even going to join the line to actually get all the things that we collected for the children. And I went over and grabbed him by the hand and pulled him to the front of the line. And as we undid the side of the helicopter, pushed the door back, we brought him up to the helicopter, and I was able to lean forward. And the first thing I took out was this brand new bicycle for him. And I just remember when he turned to his mum and he said, "Mummy, Mummy, when's the next hurricane?" And for him, that was the greatest moment. And we know we'd actually succeeded, because to hear someone say something like that after they'd lost everything and they didn't even have the food to feed him, we knew we succeeded.